Good morning, Hollywood. It's David Poland with David Reads the Trade. Slightly early today. It's Tuesday, February 4th at 9:51 a.m. that I'm doing this one. Uh, it's episode 159 on this February 4th, but I have to go see my sister and have lunch, which will be lovely, but it's going to take up most of my day since she's all the way in Long Beach. Very important news for you to know, obviously. Let's start with Deadline. Cannes Film Festival, Julia Binoche is going to be the president of the jury for 2025. Makes perfect sense. Fits like a glove. Uh, there's conversation still about a Buffy reboot at Hulu. We'll see whether that happens with Chloe Zhao directing. Not sure what that's about, frankly, but weird, but okay. Neil Gaiman has an actual lawsuit against him and his wife now for drug traffic or human trafficking and sex and rape and horrible things. We've been through this before. Very sad about everybody who was suffering under this guy, who is not really surprisingly a bit crazy, but not okay. Um, Lachlan Murph. Bleh. Lachlan Murdoch did his quarterly call for Fox and says they'll be doing a DTC service. People are kind of attaching this to the venue and the falling apart of this service that was supposed to be three different companies putting their sports stuff together. Lachlan's going to go DTC with his stuff, but of course, remember, most of his stuff is now Hulu stuff. So we're talking about Fox News. We're talking about perhaps sports. We'll see what their actual offering is. He didn't really actually say very much, and people are kind of making a huge deal out of it. But I guess it's a huge deal in that they're one of the bigger companies. They're no longer really a full service company like the other majors that have theatrical films and television and a full slate of stuff and a broadcast network. But it's going to be heavily leaning onto Fox News stuff and sports, I guess, in an odd combination. We'll see how it works out. But this whole thing, as I've been saying forever, is going to keep on evolving in the next couple of years. And the next giant step is going to be Disney's ESPN spinoff. We'll see. Apparently, the cover of Deadline, the magazine, is Anora, which is fine. I wonder whether there was any financial transaction involved, but they're all highlighting that today, and a breathy piece of tongue clashing by Deadline in their headline. I really like Anora, and I'm supportive of Anora, and if it wins, I will not be disappointed. However, when Sean Baker and Mikey Madison arrive at Deadline shoot for this article, it's a beautiful, clear blue sky day in Los Angeles. Just for a moment, it's almost as though the fires and smoke of the past few weeks were an imagined horror. Such is the indomitable spirit of Los Angeles. The city and the very nature of the artistic industry has always been about resurgence and resilience. So with this sun resolutely shining, it seems fitting to be celebrating Anora, a film that's all about the grit and the refusal to be beaten. Oh, so flowery, such absurdist crap on the part of Deadline. Really, the story of the blue skies in Hollywood, where they shot this, the cover for this piece, the photos for this piece are that we were just far away from the beach, and the smoke went into the ocean and not towards us. I mean, as somebody who lives about 12 miles away from the ocean, I've been saying it's how amazing that we've had blue skies this whole time, because we had fires to the north, we got the smoke eventually in our skies somehow, except for the first couple days. We've actually been clear of it this close to these enormous fires. And we are to the south of the fire in Altadena. That too has not affected us at all. So it's a very weird thing, and yet somehow making this an analogy to Anora, just to me, so misses the mark. Anyway, that's just striking. When I looked at it, I was like, ugh, yeah. And I like the movie. Again, the movie is about resiliency on some level, but that's the great ending of the movie that is very controversial because some people don't agree with me. Anyway, and others who kind of see the ending in a certain way. Okay. Jesse Eisenberg doesn't want to be associated with Mark Zuckerberg. That's understandable. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Looking for news, looking for news, looking for news, looking for news. They sold another movie, Peter Hujar's Day, which is the Ira Sachs movie that was at Sundance. Went to Sideshow and Janus, which means that there just wasn't any money out there for it. Some, a little bit. And look, Sideshow and Janus have done a nice job with the stuff they've taken on, but yeah, it's a tough road. It is not the easy road, shall we say. It is not the big Sundance sale. It's just sale. It's fine. I'm glad they did it. Ira Sachs movies should always get distribution of some kind, because they're always good. Okay, that seems to be it for Deadline. Let's move Variety. Their headline story is the Fantastic Four trailer, which was fun. It primarily seemed to be a trailer about showing us the Thing and how the Thing was going to look and behave, and effectively did that. What was left out of it, weirdly, was Mr. Fantastic's stretching powers. We saw the Invisible Girl become visible. We saw Johnny Storm become, the Human Torch, which was not enough to really look at, really, because it's an interesting effect, but was no real clarity to that effect. It was really just him zooming around as a fireball. Anyway, it was fine. It's got the period thing that they've already established, and the trailer's fine. The Thing looks good. I like him a little more Rocky than he is, but he's fine. Everybody has their variations of the Thing that they like the best. Okay, let's see what else. The Grammys drew 15.4 million viewers on CBS, down 12% from last year. I don't know what that's about exactly, except for kind of, I don't know exactly. I don't really have an answer to that one, honestly. It was a pretty good show. I don't know why there wasn't more energy around it, why people weren't watching. I think maybe people were a little burnt out after, the endless tour of the Eras Tour and Taylor Swift. It's not that Taylor Swift isn't great, but she did not figure in the Grammys this year, and I don't know. It seems maybe like, I don't know. I don't actually have any idea. No actual idea, except that award shows are in trouble, which is a whole other issue. Don't expect them to get much better. So we'll see. We'll see with the Oscars again coming up. And remember, the trades lied to you about the numbers for the Golden Globes being up. They were actually down. But, the trades own the Golden Globes. Therefore, they lied. Ari Aster's Eddington, which is his latest for A24, is talking about going to Cannes before release this summer. Always anxious to see the next Ari Aster work. They do a full trailer breakdown. There are two stories. There are, I guess, 6 stories at the top of Variety. 2 of them are the Fantastic Four trailer, because you need to know. Apparently you really, really, really need to know, because, it's hard to figure out a trailer when you just look at it and experience it. One of the phenomenon of recent television is that you somehow have to be told what you think about television. Okay, what else we got? See, this is, you guys haven't seen me do this in a while. Just waiting, trying to vamp, looking for any kind of moves here. The Grammys. The headline story on the Hollywood Reporter this morning was Amelia Perez. Now it is the TV ratings for the Grammys. But they thrived on social media. They also raised about $9 million for the fires, which is nice. Barry Keoghan. I don't know how to pronounce his name right. Still, I don't know how to. The guy's been Oscar nominated, and I still have no idea how to pronounce his name correctly. I want to pronounce it a certain way, but I'm wrong, I'm sure. Anyway, he's going to be in a Super Bowl ad. Orlando Bloom is going to be brand ambassador for Porsche. That's exciting. Doja Cat and the Jonas Brothers and the Grammy Awards. Boy, business stricken for LA by LA fires. Okay, if you say so. Oh, well, because they had the ads on the show, which was actually very nice. The Scott Feinberg story and Amelia Perez is there, kind of just repeating everything everybody else wrote already. Let's see what else. New ad sales chief. Amber Ruffin's going to be doing the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Matthew McConaughey will play a cast of football legends in the Uber Eats Super Bowl spots. I actually like his Uber Eats spots so far. The conspiracy, everything, Jerry Rice. It's weird, but it's funny. And then everything else kind of being repeated here. Hollywood Reporter. Somebody from the Hollywood Reporter is coming back to Hollywood. There's people being hired around town, but none of it's very exciting, unfortunately. Okay, IndieWire. Do they actually have any news? Oh, the Critics Survey, which I should have participated in, and I was invited to very kindly, and did not actually fill a paper out yesterday. Sorry, I should have. What else? Beyond bad tweets, Latinos would like a word with Amelia Perez. So another piece against Amelia Perez. Thank God we have that because, piling on is such sweet sorrow. Here are the movies that IndieWire would like people to buy. Come See Me in the Good Light, which was the audience. Got an extra audience award win of some kind but I didn't see the movie because it wasn't available to me. East of Wall, not available to me. Hal and Harper, didn't actually. I think that was available to me. Didn't really. No, it wasn't available. Well, I don't know whether it was available to me. I'm not a big fan of Cooper Raiff, so I didn't watch it. I think is what happened on that one. Height and Security by Sam Feder. That was not available to me. Lurker by Alex Russell. Not available to me somehow. Obex I didn't watch, which was in the next category. The Perfect Neighbor, which is, I think, certainly should get a television placement. Predators. Again, I like Predators a lot. It was on my list, which actually went out this morning. That should get things. Rebuilding, didn't get to see it because they didn't let me see it. Seeds, it's beautiful documentary filmmaking in terms of cinematography. I don't think the movie quite is that great. Sunfish and Other Stories in the Green Lake, that was available to me and on the in competition. I did not watch it. The Things You Kill is this, again, very odd kind of take on the Fight Club. They're comparing it to Lost Highway, I hear. It's an interesting movie. It's not terrible, but I'm not sure I'd be rushing to it or telling anybody they had to see it. So that's all there is in the trades. Sorry it was so exciting today. I know it was brief, but maybe sometimes me being brief is a good thing for everybody, especially you. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. I will see you then. Thank you for listening and have a great Tuesday. Bye.